be able to speak in front of you guys today. My name is Nick Pizzo. I'm currently a senior at FAU High School and a junior at FAU, and I just turned 18 years old. When I first started my journey in the research program here at FAU High School, I never thought I would have as much mentorship, support, and guidance along my path as I do. I also never thought that, as a pre-medical student, I would be researching citrus greening disease, which is one of the most devastating plant pathogens facing Florida today. When I was enrolled in one of Dr. Meredith's research classes, one of the most beneficial skills I learned was how to interpret advanced research papers, which is actually very critical in performing high-level research. One of our collaborators, Dr. Zhang in the Department of Biology, had availability to connect with motivated undergraduate students, and I took the opportunity. I used my skill in analyzing advanced research literature and wrote an email to Dr. Zhang displaying my interest in his research based off my understanding of his most recent publication. He seemed very impressed that a high schooler could demonstrate that level of professionalism and motivation. Trained in research methodology and the culture of research, I was ready to engage in a high-level project and hit the ground running. Even as a high school junior, I was equipped with many skills that other undergraduate students never take the time to cultivate, such as understanding literature and reaching out to professors despite my age. Around the time that I entered Dr. Zhang's lab, the original Owls imaging lab right next door was just opened, and I thought that if I could use the scanning electron microscope to image citrus leaves infected with this disease, then I could have the opportunity to have a critical impact as an undergraduate student on the citrus industry in Florida and using other diagnostic techniques to treat this disease. Fast forward a year and a half later, and I have amassed a data set of over 300 images from the SEM, many of which are featured in a manuscript which is currently under review for publication in PLOS ONE journal, and we actually just last week submitted another paper for review in Florida Scientist. Additionally, my dedication to research on citrus greening disease and limes allowed me to win first place at the Palm Beach Regional Science and Engineering Fair, and share my research with a broader community of intellectuals and researchers, and I applied for and won an FAU undergraduate research grant. So it's evident that there are bounteous opportunities for me here. My work on the SEM has attracted attention from the MPCR lab at FAU, machine perception, okay. Where they hope that a machine learning algorithm can use my images of infected citrus leaves as a foundation for detecting coronavirus. Needless to say, the imaging lab has provided me with an opportunity to develop a skill that has opened doors for me as an undergraduate researcher and will continue to benefit me well into graduate school and my hopeful career as a physician researcher. Being able to match with a professor at a time when the SEM became available, I was not currently at the university or any university that we know of, has been monumental to my research and in creating a new part of this citrus greening story. The importance of having the mentorship of Dr. Meredith, Ms. Coyle, and Dr. Lolivar here has been critical to my and countless other students' successes as high schoolers trying to succeed in a competitive college environment. I am ecstatic to see the imaging lab grow into its new space with state-of-the-art histology equipment, which will undoubtedly help students like myself develop skills early on in their college careers. After the ribbon cutting, I invite you into the brand new Owls Imaging Lab to take a look at the equipment that will be training the researchers of tomorrow. But please hold your excitement as I invite our superintendent of schools to say a few words about the new lab, Dr. Joel Herbst.